The theme music from Law & Order. Cue it. Welcome back into Wake Up America. I'm Rob Finnerty. Our next guest has been focusing on the political ramifications of yesterday's lawsuit, the timing of the filing, and once again, can the left actually bring down Donald Trump and somehow prevent him from running for president in 2024 if he does want to do that? Joining us now for more, host of Dick Morris Democracy, former advisor to Presidents Clinton and Trump, and author of the new book, The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback. Dick Morris, good morning to you, my friend. Good to see you.
Good morning. You know, this was the Democrats' first strategy was to try to persuade Trump not to run. Then the second is to try to generate a primary against him. And the third is to hope that the Republican base leaves him. But now that he's won all of these primaries, it's clear that he has a lock on the Republican nomination. As I say in my book, The Return, he's going to be the next president. And the only thing the Democrats can do now is try to jam him up legally. But they don't have anything. So it's a series of pinprick shots. If he's ever littered or jaywalking, look for an indictment for that. I think that this is just prosecution. And I think that it's just very clear to the American people that they're singling him out and going after him. Look, New York City has property values that go up or down dramatically. They can double in a week. And to say that he failed to pinpoint precisely what his net worth was when each of these values keeps going up and down, and that he did it willfully and deliberately, is a reach. And Letitia James knows that she can't win this case. She just brought this indictment before the election so she can get reelected.
So that's what I want to talk about. And by the way, back to the property values that she cites in this 226-page case. All of these banks and all of these lenders, think about when you buy a house. They are going to do their due diligence. They're not just going to give you, he assessed the value of Mar-a-Lago at $750 million. They're not just going to give you, $500 million and not do their due diligence and make sure they're getting their money back. Okay, that's business 101. 2018, Letitia James running for Attorney General in New York. This is her quote, Dick. She said, quote, "I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day, suing him, Donald Trump, defending your rights, then going home." Here we are, 7 weeks away from the midterms. Is this all about politics?
Yeah, it's a campaign commitment she made. And she would face massive rejection by her own base if she did not indict Donald Trump. Alan Dershowitz said it very best on this network, where he said that he believes that the court should demand that she recuse herself because of her evident bias. But this is all part of a Democratic strategy to focus attention on Donald Trump so it's not on Joe Biden. They know that they can't win if the focus is on inflation and gas prices and immigration. But if somehow they can turn it to property values and art documents and all kinds of stuff, they'll try to do that. It won't work. It didn't work in 2016.
Stuff that's not black and white, stuff that's in the gray area. Dick, I don't mean to cut you off. We're out of time, but I'd like to make some news. You say Donald Trump's definitely the nominee in 2024. Who is he running against in 2024?
Hillary Clinton.
You still think it's Hillary Clinton?
Yep.
Wow.
I explain why in The Return. I think that that all of the other Biden will be talked out of running. I told you to do it. And then all of the leftists will come into the Democratic primary, and they're going to be at the top of the field. And the Democrat leaders are going to come to Hillary and beg her, please save us. And you know, Rob, she's using the same playbook that I wrote for Bill Clinton in 1992. When I told him,
I get such a kick out of that, too. She wants to work in the same building where her husband works, in the same room where he works, in the same seat and desk where he made a lot of very crucial decisions. Dick Morris, great having you back on. We'll do it again soon. Thank you.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.